Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting video. Before we start, again, self-plug here. Any of these items are on eBay store right now on eBay auction. No reserve auction. These are ending here soon, so be sure to check it all out. These are ice, everybody. Ice, baby. That was ridiculous. Doesn't sound right. Ice International Edition, guys. Cards. Dual lands, full power 9 set. And we have some beta duels, revised underground CPSA 10s, and more cards coming up eBay auction. I will be kind of selling throughout November and then pretty much call it quits for the rest of the year, guys. Enjoy the video. Thank you guys for your support. Aloha.
Vintage Magic. Game. Collect. Invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with vintagemagic.com. All right, so I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos about 2024, my predictions on different topics. And today's video, well, it's all about what are my best picks of growth for 2024. Specifically, older Magic the Gathering card investing, MTG Finance, that type of thing, reserve list, etc. All right, so the things that I'm looking for growth next year would probably, in 2024, I would probably look for cards like Arabian Nights, Legends, Antiquities, Unlimited, and Revised. Is that right? Yeah. Those 5 things there are been hammered hard. We're talking about set stuff, play sets, what do you call it? Just collecting multiples of a certain card in specific, like Arabian Nights cards, Legends cards, whatever, right? Moat, Nether Void, all these reservist cards. There's even, I guess, Mana Drain in there, but that's not a reserve list. But you have, Ali from Cairo, Juzam, Bazaar, Mishra's Workshop, Factories, Power Artifact, Transmute. All those cards were hit really hard this last year, 2023, with all the changes in the market. So I can expect those to see at least a double-digit growth, definitely 10% plus for these type of cards. Now, obviously, if you have better condition cards, you're going to see a higher level growth naturally because people will pay a higher price premium for nicer cards. So expect that too. So as a broader a take on this is that if you are investing in higher quality cards, even graded cards in the sector, things that are PSA 10, BGS 9.5s, CGC 10s now, basically, whatever, you'll see growth on those cards even more because there's potential for higher premiums. That's what happens. All right. Another thing I see growth next year is sealed product. I think sealed product will steadily go back up here. It has been hit hard. I don't know if you've seen the Legends, Antiquities prices. Those were once $1,000 or so a pack. Yeah, I think the Legends box is going for $55,000 a box. Antiquities is going for like $90,000 to $100,000 a box. That's crazy, right? The Unlimiteds, for example, boxes were going for like $150,000, $200,000 for a box, booster starter deck box, plus or minus. So there's been some large retail sales of this stuff. Beta starters, stuff like that. Alpha starters were going for 100, north of 100 the whole time, right? So this is going to go back up. I think part of it is the supply. There's already a low supply of a lot of this stuff. Now, there are a lot of packs. Don't be fooled. Packs on eBay and TCG Player, maybe, whatever, where there's some bad actors out there selling bad searched or possibly resealed stuff. Those are the ones that I'm counting out here. I'm not saying crappy product, right? Bad provenance. I'm referring to the quality items that are verifiable sources, credible sellers, the provenance is there, etc. only. So another area I think that I kind of want to mention is that I think in a way Magic art has kind of flatlined a little bit. I don't know if you guys remember, there was like the Alpha Demonic Tutor, Neville's, what is that card called? Oh, JMD Tome, Demonic Attorney or something. There's just there's heritage auctions that were selling alpha art. And that drove the market to a certain point. But then it kind of like, as the market kind of went down, the prices of the older Magic art actually kind of went down. The interest got lower and lower. Not sure why, because typically it's just, well, I think part of it is the prices. The prices of the older art now are really high. Before, they were like, I don't know, $300 to $500 a pop back in the day, right? I mean, I was buying an alpha piece like 2000 and what, 10 or something? When I first started this whole thing or something like that. Yeah, I was buying it for like, what was it, like $500 for a piece? I mean, it wasn't that bad, right? So I think the prices have gone up so high now overall that I think people are just kind of like, where can I put my money elsewhere for a better return? That's the problem with art. Art's one of those things where it's not super fast and easy to move. Not everybody wants it, and it's become very, very expensive, right, for the top tier stuff. So I think it's been definitely a good time where if you are looking to buy any older art, it might be time to buy it next year before things go higher. And I think art, I'm bullish obviously on art big time in general. The older art, it just will take a long time to invest in. All right. Another area of growth I can see is, I think, the altar market. I didn't say artist proof. I said altar. I thought maybe artist proofs would, but I think they're going to be flat still next year. More into that later on. Another video, right, where I feel like things are going down or flat. Altars, I think, will grow more next year, even more. Here's why. I think that artists are charging more for some of their altars, number one. Also, getting specific altars are really hard to achieve. So I think people are going to be more willing to pay a premium on things that are already done rather than wait longer. So I think I'll pump up prices higher naturally. I also think that there's investors who are buying specific altars on a higher amount level. So they're going to be adding to their positions. Now, who's going to buy these altars? What? The players, investors? What's going on? I think the players and also the investors and the collectors. That's correct. People love altars. It's like, it's a unique part of Magic where, by the way, those of you who don't know what altar is, it's basically when the original artist draws on the card, makes a snowman or something. I don't know, in the taiga. He can put a rocket ship, whatever, right? He can do Mickey Mouse. He can put the person's face, whatever they want. It's an altar. It's personalized. So it's kind of makes like the Commander EDH or even old school decks that you have really fun. Alpha 42 has a lot of altars, right? So this type of thing is going to, you're going to need a lot of different cards if you're playing with your decks. And as more people do that, the altar market will rise, make a comeback too for next year. All right. And the last thing I want to say is I think the more expensive graded cards that were not the BGS 10s, not the CGC 10s, not the pop, one of one type of things. I'm talking more of the mainstream reserve-less graded cards, Power 9, duels. I think next year, I can see a bump up in the prices about over 10% or more. And doesn't have to be the nicest ones either. It can just be a regular one. I think that market has been hammered big time too. The market has gone down quite a bit for those in some cases. People have sold them on a large level because they raised more cash quickly, right? So if you're able to raise more cash quickly, the graded cards are the highest yield. You're going to use that money to reinvest in the market and have cash. So I think that graded card market has been hammered a lot. And with that said, I think then by next year, you're going to miss your opportunity if you don't buy. I can see a positive growth pattern in that sector big time. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Tell me in the comments below if you think you agree with me on some of this stuff. If you don't agree, if you have any suggestions for any of these type of videos, love to hear from you what you want to hear on different future videos. And I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks.
Hey everyone, it's me, Daniel with VintageMagic.com. I want to share with you more about how we handle consignments. So to begin the consignment process, we actually need to start with the consultation service. In this consultation, I will determine what you're looking to do. And generally, consigners usually tell me, hey Dan, I'm looking to sell my items and maximize the value of their collection. After we determine through the consultation, I usually like to do an appraisal process. And an appraisal process in terms of a consignment is more fitted towards authenticity and valuation for current market values. From there, after a contract is crafted and signed, we will then receive the items from you. The reason why our consignment process is very thorough is we also identify cards that could be graded so then they can maximize higher dollar values. So the payment process is very simple. Once we have sold your items, you'll get an updated ledger and we will process payment for whatever form of payment you need. As a consigner, you're going to experience our white glove service. What that means is I'm going to personally handle your collectibles from beginning to end. And rest assured, the client that purchases your collectibles will also receive the same white glove service. It's a signature service that I really pride myself on in working closely with my clients.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.